Hello and welcome! This character profile video is for the class Drakania, and what you'll see is all of her skills, the top 8 PVE and PVP skills that I recommend, her skill combos, enhancements, player card, and a gameplay video. So, without further ado, I bring you the class Drakania. Here we go. And welcome to the skills page. If you are new to my character profile videos, allow me to introduce the interface. On the left hand side is all of her skills. On the far right hand side is all the specials that go with these skills. And then the column charges is how many times you can use the skill. And then the column hits is how many times that skill will hit a creature or opponent. And then the column damage -PVE is the highest percentage damage that skill will do against a creature in the world. And damage -PVP is the highest percentage damage that skill will do against another player's character. And of course you have the passive at the bottom. So there is a few things to mention, and that is over in the special section that everything colored red. It just means that it is not applied in arena. It'll work everywhere else, just not in arena. And then over on the far left hand side where it says skills, the things that are colored in blue, it connects to the passive, and I will go over what that means in the PvP section of the video. And of course, take a moment to look at everything, and when you're ready, we'll move on to the top 8 PvE skills that I recommend. Here we go. And welcome to the PvE slide. So what I've done is I've taken all the skills and I've organized them according to the column of damage -PVE, from the highest percentage at the top all the way down to the lowest at the bottom. And first off, the reason why there's 8 that's colored green is because that's how many we can take into the game world at a time. And well, the best one is all the way at the top, Wings of Ruin, and all the way down to Ground Zero, which is the last one, the 8th one. You have the option to enjoy Vorpal Thrust or Slayer Mastery, or even fit in Dragon Glide and Stormheart in there if you want. But as far as sheer damage to a creature in the world, these are the 8 that I recommend you start out with. So take a moment to look at everything, and when you're ready, we'll move on to the top 8 PvP skills that I recommend. Here we go. And welcome to the PvP slide. So first things first, I've organized everything according to the column of damage -PVP, from the highest percentage at the top all the way down to the lowest at the bottom. And Wings of Ruin, no surprise, is your highest damaging skill. So everyone always wants to know, what super armor can I bring into arena as well as use out in the world? And you have 3. The very first one is Wings of Ruin, and the second one is Mark Thanan's Flight, and your third one is Vorpal Thrust. So any one of those, but of course Wings of Ruin being your highest damaging and giving you super armor as well as a full boat of lots of other things, that might be the best opening move for you. So let's see. What we're also going to do is go over the passive. It is called Ion Stockpile, and it says use concentrated ionic energy gathered from your attacks to improve your abilities further. And what that means is everything that's in blue in the skills column is connected to your passive, meaning those are the skills they talk about. And what I'm going to do is read the definitions on the right hand side so you understand how your passive works. So the first things first is Ionic Charge. You spend 50 MP using the skill Brimbolt Wave and Wings of Ruin to apply Ionic Charge for 10 seconds. And what this means is PvP damage dealt is plus 8%, damage against monsters is plus 8%, and you're enhancing Brimbolt Wave and Wings of Ruin, and that is actually in the special section for each skill. Now, Ionic Overflow, you spend 50 MP again using the Brimbolt Wave and Wings of Ruin while or during Ionic Charge to then apply Ionic Overflow for 10 seconds. And what happens is a 200% effect of Ionic Charge occurs, and it deactivates all debuffs. So what you're looking at is Ionic Charge will be a visual first, and then Ionic Overflow means that everything is now 208% greater for 10 seconds. That is worth noting. So what we're going to do now is I want to cut to a video that shows you how this passive works in action. So give me a moment, let me cue that up, and here we go. Okay, here we are. So we're gonna mess with those guys behind us, and wanted to show you that the 3 skills, Brimbolt Wave, Wings of Ruin, and Stormheart, are lined up for us. So let's go ahead and show you what Ionic Charge looks like using Brimbolt Wave. There you have it. You look blue, you're decked out in electric blue like that, electricity. And if you do it again, that's Ionic Overflow. There's yellow lightning mixed in with the blue now. So all you have to do is Brimbolt Wave twice to get your Ionic Overflow, or Wings of Ruin twice to get the Ionic Overflow. And you could probably mix and match those two, like one then the other, to get the Ionic Overflow, the yellow. And we're just trying to kill him with basic. And then you have Stormheart right there. Immediately when using it, gives you Ionic Overflow. So 208% at the ready. So let's go ahead and return to our PvP slide. And we are back. So now you have a very good idea of how your passive works and the difference between Ionic Charge and Ionic Overflow. And the Overflow is the one that you want, which is the 200% boost. So take a moment to look at everything, and when you're ready, we're going to move on to the skill combo slide. Here we go. And welcome to the skill combo slide. Before we go over how this works, let us tell you where you can find it. If you are in the game and you hit the pause menu or the bring up the menu, and you tap on the skills on the far right side, and now you're on the skills screen, and you look towards the middle and go down, and you tap on the magnifying glass with the circle around it, and it also says skill combos to the right. You tap on that, and now you bring this screen up, the list of skill combos. What I've done is I've taken all of it and put it on one screen for you to print out or put on a monitor if you're playing with the emulator, so you can practice what Pearl Abyss has given you. And this is how it works. On the left hand side are the blue skills that you start out with, and then the symbol is it chains into the next skill you would want to do. And if we're looking at the top left corner for a Draconic Shockwave, you start out with that, and you have an option to chain into Brimbolt Wave or Wings of Ruin, your choice, in gray. So looking at all this, I can see a 4-hit combo if you wanted to try it, or a 4-move combo. It starts with the far right side where it says evasion in blue. So you do evasion, and then you go to Vorpal Thrust, and then look on the left side of the screen, third one down, in blue. So there's Vorpal Thrust. So you go from there, to Wings of Ruin, and then below Vorpal Thrust is Wings of Ruin in blue, and from Wings of Ruin to Brimbolt Wave. So once again, Evasion, Vorpal Thrust, Wings of Ruin, and Brimbolt Wave. 4-move combo right there. So that's how this screen works. Take a moment to look at everything, and when you're ready, we're going to move on to the enhancement slide. Here we go. And welcome to the enhancement slide. If you are new to this slide, allow me to introduce the interface. On the left hand side is all of her skills. On the far right hand side is all the branch damage connected to those skills. And then the first, second, and fourth column, I made things that help Drakania do her attacks better. The third column is things that happen to the creature or opponent you are fighting. So that's the general layout of it. Let's go ahead and remind you of a few things. If you look at Brimbolt Wave and you see the letters SA for super armor, that's red because it doesn't apply in arena if you unlock the flow, and we'll get to that in a sec. Now if you look all the way over on Brimbolt Wave to heal 220 HP per hit, the reason that's colored differently is because the heal does not work in Path of Glory. So when you unlock it, it'll heal every time you use Brimbolt Wave, but just not in Path of Glory. Now that you understand all the basics of what this is, let's have a talk about unlocking. When you are on the skills page, and let's just take Draconic Shockwave, and you tap on that skill, look to the left, you'll see these little circles around the icon for Draconic Shockwave. Those are your enhancements. And if there's another little circle next to it, a red number, say 2 or 3 or 1, that means you need to get these skill books for Draconic Shockwave to level it up to unlock the enhancements you see, like grant super armor instead of forward guard, or plus 20 attack for 10 seconds on hit, or the other one, target move speed minus 10% for 10 seconds. You need to unlock all of these if you want to get the benefit of having Drakania at full power. So how do you get these skill books? You go into the world of Elion and fight the creatures there. Just farm the mobs. You'll get these books that look different colors, and you pay some silver to learn it, and you will gain in level. Just to give you an idea, if it says a red number for 2, so level 2, chances are it might be 2 or 3 books you need to get up to level 2 or level 3. So you won't be farming very long to unlock these enhancements. Some of them that are at like level 8, yeah, you might be a while. But in the world of Elion, as well as the world of Hadum, found in treasure chests, these skill books will be presented to you. So learn all that you can, unlock all these enhancements, and that's how this screen works, or this slide. So take a moment to look at this, and when you're ready, we're going to move on to the player card. Here we go. And welcome to the player card. It is all the slides you previously saw, all combined onto one slide. It is like a baseball card. Anytime that a new character comes out, you can always come to this section of my character profile videos. You can print this out and you can check it out if you're short on time, and then come back and hear all the details about this new character, or simply a character you are interested in playing. So the way that this works is at the very top is the top 8 PVE and PVP skills that I recommend. And then to the right is something new. It's called Immobilization. Anytime that a skill knocks you up, knocks you down, stun, bound, freeze, you know, etc. It immobilizes your creature that you're fighting, or the opponent you're fighting. That's what you're looking at. So green means yes, you have one, and then the next column is how many immobilizations do you have. To give you an example, for Rip and Tear, look down to the skills and look at Rip and Tear and go all the way over to the right. Recovers 10 MP, daze on hit, and knockback on last hit. There's the two immobilizations right there. So that's how that works. You know how the skills slide or section works, and you just got through learning about the enhancements. So let's go ahead and look at the bottom of the player card, and there's the legend for what's not applied in Path of Glory or Arena. And if you were wondering, what does forward guard and super armor mean? I don't know what these things do. The definitions are right there, and I'm gonna read it to you. Forward guard means that incoming damage will either be 0 or heavily reduced. And if you're wondering, how does forward guard even work? Think of it like I have your character and I put a big shield in front of you. Now anyone attacking you in front to the front of you, or maybe a little off to the right and left side, will do 0 damage, or it will be heavily reduced. But if they jump behind you and attack you, then forward guard is not going to help you and they'll get their hits in. So that's how that works. Super armor. This is what all the PvP people really covet, and this means that incoming damage will be reduced, and the effects that immobilize you, like stun, knockdown, freeze, etc., will not happen for a duration of time. And we have icons to help you with visuals of super armor now. So take that and see if you can work with it for your character, as well as maybe the character you're fighting. I'm not suggesting that it's a cheat or a way to see when super armor is active or not, but now you know the definition of super armor. So take a moment to look at all of this on the player card, and when you're ready, we're going to move on to a gameplay video that shows you what Drakania can do. Here we go. And welcome to the gameplay video, but before we get started, let us show you where we're at. We're over here in Balanos, and we're at Kron Castle entrance, and we're here because, well, we are always here. Their CP is 2519, and ours is 24,332. Yeah, nothing like overkill. The way this works is we'll do this auto path and have her fight for about maybe 2-3 minutes, just to show you what her skills are like and what she looks like in battle, in which we will go to town. I will give my outro and say thank you. So without further ado, I give you the class, Drakania. Here we go. it's just about time for us to head back to town. There we go. So while the loading screen is coming up, allow me to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe, like, let people know. I'm always making more videos, and there is so many more videos to do. So what we're going to do now is just put our Drakania in a pose or a view, you know, something to make her look nice. There we go. Yep, that's about good. And let's go ahead and have her give a wave. And there we go. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and you have yourself a great day. Take care. Bye now.